What's going on, everybody? Y'all come on in here. We got some content to check out. Marianne Lauren dropped a new video. She talked about that museum thing. Child. Yo, we gotta watch. And then of course, apparently, Umar's out here cutting up still. It was a no-show. So I want to get to her video too. We're gonna check that out. It's about 27 minutes, y'all. So y'all come on in here. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this dual thing with the two different orientations for the live stream. What's happening, Francisca? How you doing? What's going on? You good? Hello from the UK. What's going on, Sean? Hey, Lady Luck, I have an hour drive. So glad you went live. Listen, I'm so happy I can keep you alert and focused on the road. Get ready to laugh. It's going to be funny. Hope all is well. Stay safe out there too. Stay safe out there. It's actually nice outside where I am. It's not cold or anything like that. So yay, Lord, we thank you. Let's see here. Um let's see. I want to make sure we get the notification out as more people come in. How's you guys' weekend going so far? Hope you guys are able to get some rest. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna have to what's going on? Jay Wood sent me an email. I gotta make sure I go over that one. Oh, Manny sent me the email on the no show, y'all. We're gonna check that out. I'm trying to figure out what kind of I mean, Umar goes to events now where it involves like, nigga dolls, but he won't go to an event where it actually would help somebody. Yeah, because he's an opportunist. Y'all know Umar is only gonna go to events where people are like kissing his butt. If you say anything critical of him, of course he's not gonna want to be there. That's how he is. He's only gonna go if you're kissing his ass. I'm doing well, Francisca. How you doing, honey? Is it Sunday your time or Saturday evening? Do you like 12 hours ahead or something like that? Is it still Saturday where you are, Francisco? Thank you. You're welcome. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Y'all, we're going to start off with Marianne Lorient because I want to see this. I got a lot of people that sent me an email on this, and I want to see what she's talking about here. Hold on one second. Okay. So she did a video, and we're going to see what's going on. You guys make sure you check out Marianne Lorient. I believe that she is still, I'm still trying to understand, this conscious community and everything, but I believe she's still kind of more of a bigger supporter of the conscious community. She just doesn't put up with, Umar's nonsense. And you can't blame her. Umar, no one is in the mood to put up with your bullshit, your nonsense. You understand? Let me drop the link to her video in the chat. Okay. So he was a no-show for something. Let me see here. Oh, 18:04 Saturday time. So that's 6:04 p.m. your time, right? Shout out to that military time you just gave me. There we go. All right, y'all. So Yeah, hit the like button. We're gonna go ahead and get started because I do want to get to the 2 videos where Umar responded to Jamar from the interview that they had. These are old videos, but I haven't seen them. And I think a lot of the older videos do reveal a lot. Just like, Umar never planned on opening 2 schools at once. It took an old video to see that. So I do want to get to that and then to Jamar's response video he did. And then, of course, we got Candace on this evening. So you guys make sure you put a 1 in the chat if you can. If you're driving, don't touch that phone. But if you can't, put a 1 in the chat where you can see and hear. We're going to get to it. Let's go.
Good evening, family. Marianne here. I wanted to bring you guys this little video tonight. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow. Wanted to bring it as real time as possible. Dr. Umar was a no-show for a lecture meeting this evening at the Kilimanjaro African Heritage. It's a African boutique store.
What's going on, Ace?
He was a no-show. If you guys go back and look at my video, the video that I made when I had to come and give you guys clarity on him collapsing, I told you guys he's making rounds within the community. I share that. I said he's making rounds within the community. If you go to his Facebook and his Instagram, he has a schedule where you can see his itinerary, where he's going to speak, whatever event, if he's invited, like if he has a podcast, like it's listed on his itinerary. But I share with you guys, within the conscious community, you're not going to see those little group meetings on his itinerary. These are private meetings where he's going within the community. It's supposed to be to give accountability. What he needs to secure that base. Even though he has like a lot of people who are still like, I guess, if I don't know if it's a lot of curiosity. I don't think he has a lot of support now, but he still has a platform. But he's trying to secure his base, family. Okay, so this evening he was a no-show. So the way it goes.
Frankly, what's going on? Umar is a scammer and a con artist. Sort of like how Candace is a grifter. Yeah. Except he doesn't have a job and he does nothing. And he lies about opening up a school. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. All right, let's get back to it.
Let me explain to you guys. The way it goes, he has a rule now. It has to be 30 people in attendance. He doesn't want no more than 30 people within those group meetings. The evening that he collapsed, he had that fainting spell. There was 23 people present at that event. So tonight, just 15 family, 15 individual, and he was a no-show. So he has a cutoff. He doesn't want 31. He wants like 30 people. No more than 30 people. And you probably said, well, why just 30 people? That's for him to control the narrative. That's for him to have control of the dynamic of the lecture that he's giving. So, and then, so to give you guys clarity within the community, when he accepts those little group to come out, they provide his airfare. They're providing how to get, am I still with you guys? They're providing how to get to the event. And then from what I understand, he take care of his hotel accommodation, he take care of his food, but there's no fee for the speaking engagement. He doesn't get paid for it, but every time he shows up within the community,
he doesn't get paid for it.
Airfare is taken care of.
Wait a minute. Let me put the captions on. He doesn't get paid for this? Y'all, didn't I say a while back? I said it doesn't seem like he's being invited to some of these events. It's like he's just showing up. Like he's invoking himself into the event. So if he's not being paid for it, Yeah, what is he doing? He's not opening up a school that he's been lying about for 11 years. And now he's not even being paid for the event. So they're covering his flight, but nothing else. What is the purpose of Hey said we in this thing. What's going on? Let's go. She on his neck. What's going on, Tiffany? Basically says Candy soulmate, spiritual animal, Umar the scammer. Exactly. Two peas in a pod. Ace Nation said, I wonder if people pay to go. Francisca says some people might have paid to travel to the event. Yeah. What's going on, Sharon? How you doing? You good? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Doodle Bugs. What's happening, honey? Francisca said I think they paid to travel and hotel. But they pay for him to travel and hotel. He has to buy his own food, I guess. And then he comes back with no money in his pocket. So he's not even making any money. So I say this because I want people to understand. If Umar is not even being paid to go to all these events and do all these things, then what is the chances that he's spending donation money to fund his lifestyle? To buy himself clothes and those expensive ass Nikes and Jordans that he still wears. How do you think he's paying for that? They're not putting money in his pocket because they probably know better at this point. They know not to do that at this point. But that makes you wonder even the more, okay, well, how is he buying clothes and shoes? Wasn't he ordered to pay child support? And he has no revenue and income coming in from him lying about, opening a school up because it's on the tax statements, on those tax forms. Even if he gave himself a salary, why would he not notate that on the actual tax forms? But the fact that he has no income coming in, that's more proof that he is using donation money to take care of himself, to feed himself, to do all these extra things he does. Because otherwise, he's being paid just to get on a plane and go to a hotel, maybe food, but then he walks away with nothing else. So he can't pay a light bill or water bill or anything. The reason why he's single is because he has no job. What woman of substance would really want to be with a man like this? You would have to take care of him. He can't get you a home. He can't even pay rent. He can't even pay for a rental car, let alone buy one. Do you think Umar will be able to help pay daycare expenses? Like, these are things that these dingy ass women aren't asking. And I wouldn't give him any money either because, what are you doing? If we're paying for you to get on a plane and we're paying for your hotel because the end goal is for you to come out and speak at an event, that's all we're covering. We're not putting money in your pocket. We're not going to pay you to say words. We're paying for your flight to come out here. We're paying for your hotel to be out here. We're not going to give you an extra check on top of that. For what? For him to say the same old thing he always says. It's so crazy. They said, no, do the individuals that come to the event pay to go? I don't know. That's a good question. Like maybe there's money at the door. Doing all this for free is insane. Well, Umar is not very smart. So. Sharon said, traveling, who's watching his mama? Exactly. Same question I have. When he's out here doing all this nonsense, who is taking care of the mother? And why can't we get proof of life? Umar, I'm not going to let up on it. Dwayne said, Umar knows the end of all this. Scamming is coming to a slow end. Of course it is, Dwayne Harris. What's going on? Of course it is. Sunshine, what's going on? Sponsors don't want to support his gluttonous sinkhole, nor are willing to pay for a hotel to lure women. Yeah, I don't blame him. Juju, what's going on? He has no income. He's reporting so he doesn't have to pay child support. Exactly. That seems like what he's doing too. He's trying to avoid paying child support. Francisco said out there might be pay for interest events. If he doesn't show, the organizers will have to refund. Exactly. And we saw the last event he was at with some demonic dogs, right? Who knows if they paid for him to come out there? But now he's only going to go to events where he feels like people are going to kiss his ass. If it's by anyone that has been critical of him, let's say Marion Lorient here. Let's say it's an event and she shows up. He's not going to go because he's a spineless coward that can't handle words because reasons. He's not going to just go and say, I'm being an adult about this. And then, for the people that I don't like, I'm not going to say anything to him. I'm just going to show up and support. No, he's not going to go because he's a big baby. Umar, you're a baby. Throwing a tantrum in the candy aisle. Only you are sitting here putting yourself out there like you're the most requested black scholar and blah, blah, blah on earth in some alternate reality. And then there are events for you to show up and you don't show up. So who's requesting you, Umar? You liar. Who's requesting the Oompa Loompa to speak? Especially when he claims he's the most requested and then he doesn't even show up. I wouldn't invite him either. The guy he asks, Sunshine Right, keep asking about his mother. I sure will. Umar, who's taking care of your mother? She's bedbound, wheelchair bound. Why haven't the neighbors seen her leave the house in months? It's disgusting and deplorable. Just let your siblings take care of their mother. You're not there to do it. Tiffany says there's a donation jar. Is it? Oh, Lord. I wouldn't donate it. I knew it. What's going on, Stolen? How you doing? They said I knew it. All right, let's get back to this, y'all.
Now, he did that little, the one on Mr. Honor. I'm surprised Mr. Honor was able to get that footage, but from looking at it, I think he wanted that out. Whoever took that much footage that are leaked out is controlled. They wanted it out. You understand? Now and the problem I have with him, he goes into the meeting. From what I understand, the conscious community is for him to give clarity on financial transparency and to give explanation regarding the school, not family. Listen to me. When you guys saw that video, Mr. Honor, did you guys hear one single person ask a question about FDMG? No, no one asked a question. Everybody was promoting their business, promoting what they're doing. Now, one thing within the conscious community, if you become part of that community, or if you even frequent that community, you will learn that's very common in the community. Entrepreneur is encouraged. Entrepreneur is pushed. So when you come in the community, you have people that are talented, or you make bean pie. I don't know, but that's very, and I think that attracts me also in the community because I'm like a builder, type of person. So entrepreneurs, it's encouraged. So they all were promoting their brand. They all were talking about their business, but not at one point did you hear him say one thing about FDMG. Not at one point did you hear him say anything about.
I haven't talked to the grandson. I never talked to the grandson. My sources aren't. It's not the grandson. The grandson interviewed with Leonard Honor. Now, I would love for him to come on my show if he still is really adamant about trying to see his grandmother, but I've never talked to that grandson. We just reacted to the interview that he did on Leonard's show. But my sources isn't the grandson, but I would love to talk with him. I mean, I think what needs to happen is that the family needs to do more appearances where they're continuously making the demand for him to release his mother. He doesn't own or control his mother. Umar is sitting here holding this woman hostage in the house, and he refuses to allow the rest of the family to see her, which is disgusting. For Umar to tell any of them, whether it be the granddaughter, the grandson, his sister, sibling, anyone, that they cannot see their own mother. No. That no, when his name's not on that lease either, guess what? It's still not your property, Umar. So no, you have to come up with a damn good reason to tell the police as to why you want me to leave the house when it comes down to my mother or my grandmother. You better make it good, make it creative, because by the time I'm done, they're gonna be hauling your ass away for weapons and everything else. That's how that would have to be. He would have to literally come up with a very good, honest, truthful reason and call the police on me as to why I should leave my mother or my grandmother's home when his ass does not live there either. And he's got weapons on him. Yeah, okay. That would be a FAFO moment. that definitely would be a FAFO moment. I ain't even lying. So you all notice she said, about the leak, right? With the video. So let's go back to the dollhouse. The Nicholas dollhouse thing. These demonic doll things. He was at that event. Someone was recording. But someone had to send that video to somebody in order for it to get out. Or to upload it. So the people that Umar are sitting here attacking, us YouTube struggle streamers, as he put it. The devil is loud, Umar. I'm not struggling on anything. You're the only one struggling. You will not speak that over my life. But the fact that he is attacking content creators for reacting to a video, one of his people leaked out to somebody, whether it was leaked directly to Lennon or uploaded somewhere. They recorded it and leaked it out. Umar, it's not the YouTubers you got to be concerned with. It's your people that you think are kissing your ass. And if you're that paranoid, where you feel like, oh, it's just so embarrassing for me, then why go to anything at all? Get a regular job. I heard McDonald's is hiring. Wendy's, you can work at Walmart, because you shouldn't be working around children. I'm going to tell you that right now. You could, get you a job doing some little administrative work from home. Get you a remote job where you can work from home or work from the gym in the school that you live in or wherever else you are. To get you a job. It's that simple. No one is required to take care of you. You're 51 years old. No one owes you anything, Umar. But the leaks, no, that's not coming from YouTubers. It's coming from inside your camp, Umar. We all know you too stupid to figure that out. But, I just thought I would tell you that. We're only reacting to what's uploaded, what's on the internet, what's on social media. None of us are there at those events. Why would I go to a demon dollhouse? I wouldn't do that. So he's worried about the wrong people. So, Umar, if you're going to sit here and get mad because videos are being leaked about you showing up at a demon dollhouse, then guess what? You should not go. Or you could just grow a spine and get over it. And stop acting like a coward. You should care about what people say, right? He's such a simp. He's such a simp. No, you're good. It's all right. Sharon, it's okay. No. But I mean, I would welcome the grandson if he wanted to come. Umar nephew, if you want to come over and have a discussion, I would more than welcome him on. And I mean, I would ask, hey, what is the status here? What exactly is the family doing to, continue to push for the fight to be able to see their mother, or for him to see his grandmother? And so, it's going to take more of them coming out, speaking out, coming together. Umar has no power. He doesn't control them. And the more, public attention this issue is brought on, the more overwhelming and harder it will become for Umar to hide his mother any longer. He's already tried to interfere with 3 wellness checks in 4 weeks. And he put that up on a post himself. All he's showing is that he's interfering with a wellness check and bringing more question and doubt as to why he would not want the police and the elderly association to do a wellness check on his mother. His family is concerned, and he doesn't care. So I would be more than happy to have him on here. No peer review book for $50. What a ripoff. Exactly. What's going on? Umar lives off of donations and his mother's SS check. So basically, he lives off black women. Thank you. And he wants to get married and have two women, two wives. He's not going to get, the only type of woman he could get is a chicken head or one of these thunkheads on social media still talking about how he's such a, oh, you're such a good role model. Why they can't show tangible evidence as to what he has done to help the black community other than run his mouth. Because the schools are not open. He won't even show proof of how he spent the money. Because they're too stupid to understand that this comes down to a matter of accountability and transparency to the public when you're wanting public funds. The IRS will be asking those questions as well. He didn't have to. The IRS will. So they can naively think, oh, he doesn't owe anybody an answer. Yeah, okay, keep on. That's the most naive and most just airheadish and stupidest thing to say. No, he does owe people an answer. He does owe people, information and documentation. And when he believes that he doesn't have to provide that information, guess what? People start to become empowered and they say, well, we're not sending you any money. Kick rocks and kiss our ass. It is what it is. What's going on, Black Anonymous? How you doing? Hope all is well. It had to be someone there that sent it to Lennon. Exactly. It probably was the lady that was recording it. I mean, it's her. There was a lady recording that particular video of the demonic dollhouse. So maybe she sent it. But I can tell you one thing. He would know Lennon Honor if he saw him. Lennon Honor wasn't there. Who am I worried about? The wrong people. It's like he's scared of going outside now because he knows that he's effing up. He's unemployed. He's using donation money to take care of himself. And he doesn't want to give an account for it. And people are demanding more accountability. So he's hiding and he's going to these events where he feels these people aren't going to ask him questions about the money or about FDMG. Because he knows he's not trying to open the school. Umar, you're a coward. You shouldn't have anything to hide, but you do because you know you're not doing the right thing. The call is coming from inside the house. Yeah. Oh, what's going on, lady? Black Anonymous, how you doing? Layla Club, I don't think Umar could pass a background check to get a job. You know what? I didn't even think about that. He probably could. We all know he doesn't speak English well. I don't think Umar could pass a P test to get a job. That one too. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit the like button as you come in. What's going on, Rosetta? How's it going? Good afternoon to everybody, Mars. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. Yes, we are. Shout out to you, Ginger, for the $10 super. Thank you so much. And man, Lady Luck, you are not a struggle streamer. People need to speak that into their existence. We all have abundance, okay? What's going on, Malik? Brother Malik, you up in here? Oh, there you are. Saturday salute, little sis, LLC, my chat crew, family. How you doing, man? Remember King Kong's demise? Yeah, King Kong died, okay? Ace said he can easily keep being goofy on the internet and call it a day, but he wants to pretend he's doing work, yet we never see the finished product. Exactly. Yeah, this was he brought on himself. So Umar can't be mad at nobody but himself. Shout out to the $10 super, you all. We have a $25 goal for the live stream. Sometimes we meet it, sometimes we don't. But if you like to support the channel, the Cash App is there. $ Lady Luck Club LLC, supers, super stickers. It doesn't matter. And I appreciate it all. All of it helps. It's a blessing, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate the 10. And let's see here. Oh, you good. The irony of it. And all right. He can't take care of himself. Exactly. What's going on, Amethyst? Shout out to you. Notice that our living legend, Thomas Sowell, the most intelligent, prolific philosopher of our generation, has just recently come to YouTube. We, the community, should honor him now. He's in his 90s. All right. Community. Oh, man. Two wives who have a home job and money to treat him. Exactly. He just want to live off of people. Brother Malik said those bandos are a waste. The weather will turn the bandos black with more dangerous mold. Yikes! Exactly. And of course, they're not being treated. They're not. It's not being handled the way it should be. So, and it's been there for well over 6 years. Those buildings had black mold on them when K-12 management purchased them for $1.249 million. Bombacity. I made that up. Epic. You can imagine what the weather is going to do. Even more to the buildings. And as time goes on, black mold grows more and replicates faster. And next thing you know, it'll just be rotten within the walls, within the foundations, and everything else. And he actually, I guess he lives up in there now. It's insane. Shout out to you, Rosetta, for getting a membership. Thank you so much. Glad I found your channel, and blessings. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look at God. What are you doing? Fell off Empire State Building. Exactly. How you doing? Keith Cunningham says my mother was a teacher for over 32 years. And she said the same thing. He preached in the beginning. For him to turn this into a scam is disheartening. Yeah. Umar's just a scammer. That's all he is. That sounds like a preacher. Y'all notice when he talks now, he talks in this cadence that sounds like a pastor or preacher. But it's only to tug on people's emotions and feelings, to try to weaponize people's faith, because he knows that black people in the black community are big on their faith. And yet he does an interview with Nick Cannon's dumbass talking about how religion should not be put over community. What? Y'all, we reacted to that, and it was just they're two dummies trying to have a conversation together. I just, but this is what he's out here, peddling. He's out here peddling this nonsense, and he doesn't care about the effect that it has on people. You understand? So the fact that he thinks that it's okay to bring kids into a building with black mold is absolutely just deplorable and disgusting. So I'm not gonna let up on it. Umar, you can kiss my ass. All right, let's get back to it.
Money transparency. Not at one point did you hear him talk about donors getting receipt, because that's one thing within the community. People are like, hey, I'm a repeated donor, or I have given. He's never given anybody any receipt. No receipt. No receipt. None whatsoever. So they were just promoting their brand. So this evening, these people have paid round trip airfare. Did show up, fam. Did not show up. Disrespectful. Now, Elder Colvey, who is in charge of who this was his main contact. From what I understand, that elder called that man 4-time family. 4-time. And he let it go to voicemail. And Umar, I know you're looking at. That's how disrespectful it is. He is. This elder was in constant communication with him, coordinating the event. Didn't show up. The elder reached out 4-time family. 4-time. And he let it go to voicemail. Let it go to voicemail. That's how disrespectful. He don't respect the elder in the community. So I'm telling you guys that straight up. He doesn't respect the elder. And then he gets on here. He's telling, very disturbing. He's telling, oh, get your doll. Get your doll. Now, I know of her, the owner of that shop. I know of her. I don't know that woman personally.
It was 9 months ago. We just reacted to a Bougie Barbie. What's going on? How you doing, honey? But it was an interview he did with Nick Cannon 9 months ago, and it was something religious over community or something to that extent. But we just reacted to it. Was it the day before yesterday, on Thursday? And you're talking about Nick Cannon, who's got 911 kids, that believes that marriage was not instituted before the 12th century in England, because Nick Cannon is an idiot as well. So, using babies as an exchange. It's sad. But yeah, check that out if you can. It's on the playlist. And I got to take some time to break up some of these longer live streams into shorter videos. But Some people like the long lives. You put on 1.5 speed, and next thing you know, you've enjoyed, a couple of hours of folding laundry out your day. But I gotta take time to break it up. And if it's not under 2 hours, StreamYard will automatically do it for me if it's under 2 hours. But if it's over 2 hours, I have to manually do it. And I have a regular job, y'all. I haven't had time. But I'm gonna get to it. All right, let's get back to it.
I'm not a friend of that woman, but I know of her. Let me tell y'all something. Please be mindful and please be careful. Those dolls are not decorative dolls. Those are dolls that are made for ceremony. Don't you go
I knew
ordering
it.
no doll to put in your child's room. Don't you go ordering no doll if your
I
mother,
knew
your
it.
godmother, your aunt are doll collector. These are not collectible item. These
Oh
are
my God.
dolls for ceremonial purpose. Okay? If you don't understand what you order,
Didn't I say those dolls were demonic? I said it. I said it. I said those dolls are demonic. And I said it loud. I was clear on that. I didn't mince words with that. Those dolls are demonic. And I kept saying, I was like, y'all, this remind me of the little y'all, if you guys weren't in the live stream when we was checking out the videos. I said, man, these dolls remind me of the Niglet doll scene in Tales from the Hood. I was like, they're demonic. It's like they're channeling some evil spirit or something. And then there was some lady in the chat that Lene Stacks had to come in here and quickly put in check. Shout out to Lene Stacks. That was just like, no, they're not. Like, that's my opinion on it. You ain't changing my mind on that. I was like, these dolls were demonic. They look like the Niglet dolls from the Tales from the Hood movie. Yeah, that movie is like over 40 years old. It's an old movie. Tales from the Hood. I think Snoop Dogg was in it. But that, man, that's what it reminds me of. It was demonic. It was like these dolls were channeling some evil spirit of something. I was like, what? Then they had a Snow Bunny doll, and I was like, who does that doll represent? I'm wondering if they started putting stick pins in it, was it going to have some effect on the human person? I mean, it was demonic. Then they had it in a dark cabin. Exactly. It was in the cause why was the cabin only candlelit? It was very weird. Exactly. It was like, what's going on? Red said some Christians don't believe in that sort of evil spirits, while others don't believe in any higher power spirit. Yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. As for me and my house, we serve the name of God. Okay, we serve the name of Jesus. So I don't play that. But I even was joking about it. Was like it reminded me of the little Niggly dolls from Tale from the Hood. But it was still demonic. It's like it's just it's called discernment. That to me, that's what I discern. That it was a cabin that didn't even have full electricity and power. You can't make this up. So you got Marianne Lorient, who is a part of the conscious community here, that is saying the same thing. Not saying anything any differently. Why would anybody look at that and think that was okay? I don't know. That's how I felt about it. That's my thought and opinion on it. Them dolls were demonic. The end. But I'm not alone in this. Oh my God, you can't make this up.
leave it alone, family. And that's a very reckless thing. You get on here, you're encouraging people to order a doll, and you're not giving the full description, like what are the
Oh, David
purpose
had a
of
girl.
these
Okay, cool.
dolls?
Thank you,
What
next.
are these dolls used for within the community when people purchase those dolls? Do not go get no doll and put that in your baby's room. I beg of you. Please do your research before you go and listen.
I promise you, Sharon, they were called Niglet dolls. They were called Nigglets. Nigglets. That's what they were called in the movie. I promise you they are.
Listen to Umar and bring some mess up in your house. You understand, family? Do you understand? Okay? No transparency at all. My thing is like, when, as black people as a community, like especially in the country, when is a lot of people are sick already. But some, the first of all, the 15 that show up, why y'all showing up for? Why? For what? For what? If he should be concentrating on FDMG, he should be like, I'm not leaving that site until that school is up and running. FDMG is not going to come. FDMG is not going to open. That man said on a podcast,
Me too,
that
brother Malik.
Denzel podcast,
That
that
was
man
awesome.
told you, well, you know what? I'm keeping my finger crossed, but the city may. He's already telling you he's anticipating the city now to stop FDMG to becoming to become a
Thank you,
reality.
Memphis.
He's
Thank you.
already giving you excuse why this school's not opening, blatantly in your face. And then he blames black contractor, disrespect the same community that he's taking money from,
Mm-hmm.
that finance his lifestyle. He tells you within this great country of ours, United States, he couldn't find out one black contractor that could have done right by him. Not family. Family.
Shout out to brother Malik and Sunshine. Listen, let me tell y'all something. When Umar is running around here in these schools himself, scrubbing poop out of toilets, and he has no regard for his own health, how much do you think he's supposed to care about somebody else? See, Umar putting on the show. That's his level of desperation. The moment that video dropped, I said he is throwing red meat at his base. He's trying to give them the impression that the fight to open up the school that he will never open has not died. Look at me scrubbing, shoot out of toilets with a rag and only one set of gloves, mixing all kinds of cleaning solutions together. Look like they were 3 years old. That's the first thing I said is he's throwing red meat at his base to try to reinvigorate the fundraising because he's broke. He has no money. He had to pay off Marianne Lorient. Somebody paid the judgment for the water bill and the vacant property registration fees. I don't know why. I felt like that was a waste of money to pay off those judgments, knowing that he's not going to open the school. He can't get wealthy donors to save his life because they want accountability. They want to know exactly what you're doing with their money. And he knows that he's not able to get it from, you know, anyone else in the community because people are struggling. People are living check to check. Some are managing and staying above water. Some are right at it, and some are below it. But these are the people he wants to keep feeding his habits while he runs around on the internet and does nothing. He won't even put his own money into this school. That speaks volumes in and of itself. And now to know that he's not even being paid for these appearances beyond them purchasing the flights and getting the hotels for him, he's not walking away with any money to pay any bills or anything. So he's not living off this. He's just traveling basically. Who's with his mother? It's so crazy. Hey, Fat, you good? How you doing? Is it Finette? I want to make sure I say it right. Hey, lady, look, oh my God, I'm late. Umar sitting down in the haunted barn tells me he did not pass out and it prevented. He's sitting. He loves to impose his size over crowds. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And he's only going to go to events where people are kissing his butt. And he's only going to do anything related to FDMG when he knows that he could try to raise some money out of the same people that kiss his behind all over YouTube, that is still sitting here thinking that he's done something when they can't name one thing, tangible achievement or accomplishment that he has done. And now his books, I don't care about that. We've read his dissertation. It sucks. The fact that he has not opened these schools and it's been 11 years is all that I need to know. I don't care about his books. You can read his dissertations for free and tell that he's an idiot. Blah, blah. But he's out here doing whatever he can to just try to raise money. And then he makes an appearance at one of the most demonic haunted houses in the that I've ever seen. It's so crazy. Oh, you're welcome, Shay. No problem. YouTube just kind of gives out memberships. It's just random. And then he goes into this school where all this black mold is growing. And he actually wants people to go into those buildings with him. So he doesn't care if anyone else gets sick, anyone else fails, or any of that. Probably why he passed out. Umar, you're an idiot. you, you did this to yourself. No one should feel sorry for you. No one told you to go on those buildings with all that black mold, and then you pass out, and then you want to get mad about it, and you don't want nobody to call 911. Then you get mad because you know people are calling and telling others. Yeah, and I'm not. I wouldn't be mad at Marianne for saying that you passed out somewhere. Why would you be mad at that? You're not a strong man. You're 51 years old and you're aging ape meat. You're 51. You're getting old. I don't care if you want to pretend like you're 16 for the rest of your life. You're 51 years old and you eat like crap. And then you go into buildings filled with black mold. So if you want to shorten your lifespan, Umar, that's on you. Don't get mad when others talk about it. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people want their money back from you. They want you to be held accountable for not doing what you said you were going to do for 11 years. And for failing to show some level of accountability and transparency, and to let your siblings and to let your mother see her children and grandchildren. There's a lot of unfinished business with you. Might be still while you walking around on earth, but that unfinished business. We want proof of life. The end. So, I mean, that's all he's going to be doing now. Anytime you see him go and do a video, it's to throw red meat at his base. That's it.
If y'all want to believe this, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't know what else to tell you. This man is a con artist. He's the greatest con artist of our time. I can't wait for that Lifetime movie.
Oh, wow.
And then a lot of people are going to go, well, how come we didn't see it? Yes. So many people are ringing the bell. So many people are alarming. And some people just want to act like they don't understand what's going on. You understand? So he was a no-show. Disrespectful no-show. My thing is, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. He show up in Ohio, I'm going to show up. I know, well, Marianne, why? Why are you looking for trouble? You got yourself. No, listen. If you are quiet, and the sight of wrongdoing, you're just as complicit.
Yeah.
I will speak up. I will ask for accountability. Yes. If somebody's killing someone, you standing there, you don't say, you're just as complicit. Somebody's stealing, you see, you don't do anything, you're just as complicit. Somebody's taking advantage, you're just as complicit. Okay? Yeah, these people pay round trip, hard-earned people's money. He accept this money for this trip and didn't show up. What Barley Coalition need to do is to say, hey, we want that money back. But, they flatter Umar. I bet you that money, they're probably going to just let it slide under the carpet. He should be like, you didn't show up. We need that money back. Mm-hmm. We need that money back to come back within the community. He ain't going to come to Ohio. That's too hot. I was shocked. I'm like, nah. I was shocked. I would know he was a no show. Didn't show up.
Wow.
Didn't show up. So he's going within the community. Those meetings is for clarity for his donor, for those who are his loyal supporter. But let me tell you, from what I understand at those meetings, ain't nothing. He talk about nothing. Literally talks about nothing. FDMG is not mentioned at any of those meetings. No money transparency is mentioned at any of those meetings. And then this thing they're going around, people's like, well, we need to get receipt. We need to no mention of receipt is talked about at those meetings. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, fam. Nothing at all. And then where he was at that night Nat Turner place. It's a barn. It's like a barn place you could order, not order. I apologize. You could rent. So it's to get the full experience of the revolution. Like there a lot of conscious group taking trips up there, a lot of them, especially Chicago, they're there all the time. Detroit, from Florida, so they'll go during the Nat Turner celebration, and then it's relived. Sometimes they have reenactment. It's very educational. It's very educational. And let me tell you, at that doll place there was no more than, like, from what I understand, no more than what, 15 to 16 people. And then
That is
his
correct, Malik.
tactics has changed now. So when he has a
Umar, I hope you read this comment because I know you watch my videos, you clown. You cannot high power wash mold, black mold. It has to be treated with chemicals because that is how science works, Umar. I know you failed, but that's how it works. So when you're dealing with black mold, it must be treated with chemicals. And since you're not an expert at that, you would have to pay someone to do it. And you, Umar, don't have the money to do it. You Oompa Loompa. Now you know why I have no respect for Umar. None. What's going on, Rivka? How you doing? Scorpio mama in the house. You look like a runner. Y'all hit the like button, like Shay said. Hit that like button. Scorpio mama said he ain't get enough whoopings. He didn't. I told y'all, Umar acts like a spoiled brat. He acts like he's the only child. Umar, the only difference between you and your siblings is that you're loud and wrong. That's it. You put yourself out there in the spotlight. You made yourself a public figure. In all these years, you've been loud and wrong. Everyone else knows how to live their lives and lay low. And now you want to sit here and act as if your life is in danger. No, it's not. People just pissed off that you took their money for 11 years, some of them, and you have nothing to show for it other than you putting out videos where you're eating Cinnabons in the airport. What a slop. So, no high power washing of black mold. That's not how that gets treated. What's going on, Maximum? Y'all should donate some cases of Slim Fast. It's fat. Umar, drink some water and eat some salad. You'll go, all things to buy. You're going to buy them overpriced Cinnabons when you could have bought a salad, probably two, for the same amount of money. Got them Cinnabons are expensive as hell. He going to sit here and eat them on TV. Eat them in a video like it's some, oh, look at this. This is the greatest meal on earth. He could have had a real meal. We didn't spend all that money on them Cinnabons in the airport. Let me reiterate, everything's expensive in the airport. You couldn't go buy, I don't know, one of those Jamaican restaurants or something and got you a salad? Got you some baked fish? It makes no sense. He wants people to cook for him, but then he asks for like the most fattest, greasiest food ever. Never talks about just greens and vegetables, and that's it. And even when he has the chance to do it, y'all saw the video where he was accosting a lady for eating by herself, and then he turns around and orders some wings or something like that and a milkshake. So even when he's in a restaurant where he could promote healthy eating and a healthier lifestyle, he still eats junk food and drinks a milkshake. That goes to show Umar doesn't have to turn off a video to show hypocrisy. He shows it all over videos. When he had the opportunity to order a salad and a glass of water or some whole fruit juice or something, he still orders a milkshake, hot wings, and some other junk. So he's not taking care of himself. He doesn't eat healthy. Umar eats like crap. Then you wonder why you passing out all over the place. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Who was the lady that owns that shop? Was her name Queen? She was all up in the chat the other day. Child, bless her heart.
Lecture. He um you take picture with him. He's very accessible at these meetings. Not no more, honey. He got layers now, from what I understand. Layer. Try running up on them. They got security. He got security. You don't just run up on him. There's a nod. There's an approval for you to approach. And he's not really taking pictures like that. He's not trying to put himself in a vulnerable position where he's one on someone. Like he has put layers. Well, as a leader, one should have layers, but he's put layers now. It's not that easy for you to just run up on him that way. And then from the group, from what I understand, when he's leaving, he leaves before anybody leaves. He's supposed to exit the facility before anybody leaves. It's like an orderly fashion. He leaves first before anybody can move. You understand, family? No show. No show. But you know what? He's not in good health. He's not in good health. I'm telling y'all that confidently he's not in good health. Umar, when he does a lecture, he's very dramatic, very, he walks around, he talks with his body, a very active person while he's doing the lecture, family. Now, if you guys pay attention, he sits down, family. He sits down. He sits down. When he was and in that little barn, that little doll presentation, he was sitting there. Now he did get up, move around, but he's taking it easy. From what I understand, diet he's changing his diet, his way of eating. You need to lay off those pig feet. Yes, you need to, sir. You need to. And I heard he's adding it's what's called brisk walking. Brisk walking. He's doing brisk walking. I guess some fast-paced walking. And then when he's sitting there at these meetings, his gut, like he wears these loose shirts, so you can't automatically see it. His gut is protruding out here. He just rests his hand, both of his hand on his stomach. Looking disgusting, family. Looking disgusting. Looking disgusting. So these meetings that he goes within the community are not going to be on his itinerary. And then if you're in the community, if you're not like a seasoned member in the community, not everybody can make those little meetings. Not everybody could be, like, you have to be within that community, whoever is the key person that he's dealing with for that meeting. Will approve whether you come or not.
Exactly, Tomato.
If tomorrow you're like, Marianne, I'm going to join the conscious meeting. Oh, Dr. Umar's coming to New Jersey. I live here. I'm going. No, you're new in the community. I guarantee you're not going to make that meeting. Guarantee you, fam. Guarantee you, you're not going to make that meeting. He's very, very, very selective on how these layouts are. And then he's picking very weird spot. Like he's not going to the base of a conscious community headquarters. Like some are nice and some are mediocre. Everybody, it depends on financially how that community is rocking. He picks the venue where he's supposed to go, and he's picking. Even in the community, they're like, well, why he's picking some weird spot? He's picking some weird spot. And I'm going to gossip. I'm going to give y'all a little gossip. So when you look at the video that Mr. Honor posted, you got Sulema. This is known. What I'm telling y'all, it's known within the community. You have red bone Sulema and you have dark skin Sulema. Sulema. That's not her real name. That's not both of their real name, but that's the name they're adopted. That's another thing. When you come in the community, people adopt names. They're telling you they don't want the slave master name, and people adopt Umar. That's the conscious name. I don't know. Like that wasn't his birth name. I was born Marianne. I'm keeping Marianne. Okay, so back to that Sulema. Everybody know Dr. Umar was dating Sulema. dark skinned Sulema, beautiful sister. They're both
Who?
sister. They both have the same father, different mother. Same father but different mother. They're both conscious sister. They're both very active in the community. But everybody know the dark skinned one was, romantically connected with Dr. Umar. Now, this made a big ripple throughout the community. Omar turned around and slept with Redbone Salema, which these girls are sisters. And Lord and behold, I'm looking at this video on Honor, and she's in the video, front row and center. Redbone Salema, like Becky with the good hair. Now, maybe she forgave, maybe. What I don't understand is I don't understand. Like they're saying, "Oh, Omar's making the
Wait a
community
minute. Hold on.
look
Hold
bad."
on.
No, some of y'all making the community look.
What video is this? And who is Slimmer? What video is this? Do we need to pull up Lennon's video? I know, right? Rick could say, what? What the? Who is Slimmer? I need to see, like, I want to see these people she's talking about here, because what grown woman would want to be with Umar right now? I don't know. You would think they would tell him, you're going to have to let your family see your mother. But if he has no respect for his own mother, you can imagine the respect he would have. It's not like he was dating two sisters. Did she say they had the same mother, different fathers, or the same father, different mother? How does this go? Hold on, let me go back. Y'all send me a link on that. Who is Slimmer?
Ripple throughout the community. Omar turned around and slept with Redbone Salema, which these girls are sisters. And Lord and behold, I'm looking at this video on Honor, dark skinned Sulema, beautiful sister. They're both sister. They both have the same father, different mother. Same father but different mother. They're both conscious sister.
Same father, different mother. Why is they going from sister to sister? What is the deal? So he wants to be polygamous as well. Were they aware of this? You mean to tell me you're going to sleep with sisters like this? Were they aware that they were dating the same man? I mean, they're still sisters. They're sisters to the same father. And the father didn't whoop his ass. Are you kidding? If my dad were alive, he would never let me anywhere near someone like a Umar. Never. Because, real men should be able to detect some assholes when they see it. Like my father, he could point out a punk ass in a minute. He's like, nah, that dude ain't no good. You stay away from them. I'm serious. Real men know how to pick them out a mile away. Plus, he's sitting here talking about cuddling little boys by the fireside and telling Lene how her mouth ain't as jaws as strong as a man's. You can't make this stuff up. And now he's sleeping with sisters. Umar really is the man. Oh, Black Anonymous, I love you. To be fair, Umar isn't really a man. Y'all, Umar's a sack of ape shit monkey meat that came from another planet. And the kind that we would never welcome, okay? You can't make this stuff up. What in the hell is going on? So these are half siblings that he's messing with. Do they know that they were sleeping with the same person? Is what I'm asking here. Do these two sisters, did they know they were sleeping with the same man? What planet? He came from the planet of Oscar. Oscar. Umar does not belong here on Earth. Okay, he really doesn't. What? Why would two women want to, like? Why would these women? Do they not know he's messing with each other? Their sisters. Yeah, this is so gross. Your father was like me. Listen here. Your father was like me. Those that raised me, which was why I saw Umar scan 3 blocks away without my glasses, never gave him a wooden dime. Exactly. Exactly. My father would have been like, no, no. You don't even talk to that dude. That dude is, and I'm one where I listen to my dad because he was very observant. So the first date I ever went out on at 16, that boy had to come to church and ask my father. He was a deacon in church at his church. He had to ask my father if he could take me out on a date because that's how it's done. That way, my father met him. He talked to him. He was able to kind of engage him a little bit, see what he was about. I was 16. I was still around. He was 16. So, of course, you have to ask my dad to take me out on the date. My father had to approve on who I went out to the prom with. My dad had to approve off on this stuff. So, why in the hell, how did these two sisters not know? Did they not talk to each other? Like me and my oldest sister, we talk, we text each other, we communicate with each other. There is no way she and I would ever date the same man. We don't even have the same taste in men. So you mean to tell me these two sisters did not have any conversation with each other? One never went to the other and called her and said, girl, guess who I met today? I just left a hotel with Umar Johnson. They never had that conversation. You can't make this up. I'm like, what? How did they do this? How did they end up with the same dude, like a Umar Johnson, and neither one of them told the other? They don't follow each other on social media, nothing. Oh my God. What video was the girl sitting in the front row? Does anybody know what she's talking about with that one? I gotta go back.
Sulema. That's not her real name. That's not both of their real name, but that's the name they adopt. That's another thing. When you come in the community, people adopt name. They're telling you they don't want the slave master name, and people adopt Umar. That's the conscious name. I don't know. Like
they were in the barn.
That wasn't his birth name. I was born Marianne. I can't. I'm keeping Marianne. Okay, so back to that Sulema. Everybody know Dr. Umar was dating Sulema, dark-skinned Sulema, beautiful sister. They're both sister. They both have the same father, different mother. Same father, but different mother. They're both conscious sister. They're both very active in the community. But everybody know the dark-skinned one was, romantically connected with Dr. Umar. Now,
you can't make this up.
This made a big ripple throughout the community. Umar turned around and slept with Redbone Salema, which these girls are sisters. And Lord and behold, I'm looking at this video on Honor, and she's in the video, front row and center.
Oh my
Redbone
God.
Salema, like Becky with the good hair. Now, maybe she forgave, maybe. What I don't understand is I don't understand. Like they're saying, Umar's making the community look bad. No, some of y'all making the community look real goofy. And I'm like, wow. Slept with.
Okay, I want to see this video. She said it's in Lynn and Honest video. I got it, y'all. Hold on. Let me pull it over that video. Because you can't make this up. Y'all tell me who she's talking about here. Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on a second. Let me pull over this one. So is this the one with the barn, right? Because it's hard to see. Hold on a second. Okay. So here's the video where they was at this Nat Turnerland thing. Point out what she's wearing.
What would you say to those parents, I guess?
A lot of people think you're that, Dr. Umar.
To that point, and I'm gonna push this back at you a little bit. All of you,
the white hoodie?
The princess. I struggle daily with the fact that I'm so popular with the youth
Like which
and the
one
college
is it?
students, right? And this is where y'all can help me out.
What is she wearing? Is that her in the white hoodie? She was sitting in, I think that's her in the white. Is that her in the white hoodie? Oh my God, really? You can't make this up. So he's messing with this girl. And the sister sitting next to her? Where's the sister? I don't know who Slim is. I don't know who sister, what she call her? Slimmer? Suma?
Especially your generation.
This is crazy.
What is the thing I need to do with them to galvanize that energy in a progressive direction that benefits the race?
I'm a music producer.
When you say you customize tennis shoes, you can turn them into what? What's some of the things you've done with them?
I've done Black Barbie.
It'll be Mondays and Fridays, 7:30.
Okay, which multicolored shirt? Is that her right here? I see a light-skinned girl in a white hoodie. There's somebody sitting next to her with this multicolored shirt on right here. Is that her? There she is. Shay said there she is. Which one is it? You don't see you can't see the dark skin. Is that, did I get her? I got her with the multicolored button-down shirt with the big curls and the colorful shirt. So is the light skin girl there too? So both of the sisters are here? Are you serious? Both of them are here? You can't. Shay said, yep. Anton said, yeah, what's going on, Anton? How you doing, man? Dr. Nene said, yes. Okay. Yo, both of the women are there. So they both know they're sleeping with the same man. And they're in the same room together. And no one died. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot. This book writes itself. Okay. You serious? This is gross. Y'all, both of the women that Umar is sleeping with are in the same barn right here. And I'm surprised they're not whooping each other's ass. Umar, you're disgusting. You give somebody an STD. This is gross. Y'all know he barely bathes. He's 51 years old and he still acts like he's a college kid. Both of these women, it's like, are you that desperate? You're sisters by the same father and you're sleeping with the same man. You, oh no.
8:30. Its location is 211 Providence Road, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Oh no.
Suite 13. So that's where we'll be. And then we're also online. AfricanMartialArts.com. We do online lessons. So
African martial arts, tap in with the brother.
Talks about the history. And
this is the reason why some of us have a cane versus a staff. And you want to be able to walk on both of your twos and use that third for confidence, not because you were.
Okay, let me know when the other sister shows up in view. Y'all, this is Umar is gross. He is disgusting. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. The women don't help either because they're allowing this nasty shit to go on. If you know that you're sleeping with the same dude that your sister is sleeping with, they don't sound like they're very close. Unless they choosing to be sister wives or something. What is this? Sister wives, the broke black edition? Umar don't have any money coming in. So they taking care of his ass. This is why he always talk about Wonder Woman that's got, that keeps her low key and all this other stuff because he's sleeping with them 2 by 2. So you got to be able to basically deal with a polygamous relationship. You can't make this up. It's like nature. Thank you. Why is it that this is not to knock the conscious community, but why do you have so many people that are claiming to be in it and they're polygamous? Nature Boy, Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, Umar, they all want to be polygamous. They make it look so bad. This is insane. Can y'all tell me when the other sister shows up? What was the other sister wearing? What's going on, Ty? How you doing, honey? So we got the one with the multicolored shirt. Hey, Information Man Show, shout out to you. Do I have any boss in here that could drop some YouTube channel links for Information Man Show? Please, if you don't mind, I appreciate it. Mary Ann Lorient's YouTube channel as well. I don't know if I have any mods up in here. If I do, shout out to my mods. I didn't see a mod up in here earlier. Please, if you guys can, if I have any mods in here, drop the YouTube channel links for Information Man Show and for share. Are you able to do so, dear heart? Information Man Show and Mary Ann Lorient. I would appreciate that if you can. You can't make this up. Happy belated birthday. Okay. To our brother. Is the birthday? I missed the birthday. Information Man Show. Okay, we got to play the birthday song and end it out. When we end out the show, we play the birthday song in and out. So we got to give you the birthday shout out. We got to play the birthday song for you. Thomas says, hey, Lady Luck, what's going on with you? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you, Thomas. I'm trying to figure out who the other lady is that Umar's sitting here sleeping with. These girls have no self-esteem. They're sisters. It's two of them. They're sisters by father. They have the same father, different mother. We've already identified one. Both of these women are sleeping with the same man. This is madness. Like, you can't make this up. So y'all point out the other one if she's in there.
Crippled. So a lot of us are facing a lot of situations inside the body that's reflecting on the outside. We've seen Blackbird or Blackbird in the cage. What's it called? Blackbird? Yeah.
Both sisters.
And once I did that, I awakened to my truth, and I had to realize my mom's truth, my grandma's truth isn't mine. So I had to find out what my truth was, right? So I began going into everything with intent. I began changing the way I think, right? Really challenging self.
Frontline areas to just take a sheet home. Just do something colorful instead of being on social media tonight before you go to sleep. Okay? So I wanted to let everybody know that. I also have some prints made. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm a poet and percussion player. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at the Art of Ebony Diamond.
Curator for the National Library, author and writer of Nation of Islam Frequently Asked Questions and the leadership of the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, and husband to the most beautiful woman to ever. Happy anniversary!
Yeah!
Happy anniversary!
So sweet.
Prince, talk to the people. Your name, where you.
Okay, who was the person recording this? I guess that's my question. Do y'all know who the lady was recording this video? She said Redbone was there. So not the other lady? It's Information Man Show's birthday. Belated birthday. Was it what was your actual birthday, Information Man? Was it yesterday? Is it today? Let me know. I want to make sure. We're still gonna play the birthday song for you. Let me know if it was yesterday or today, because I'm seeing belated birthday. Thursday. Oh, man, I'm so late. Y'all, shout out to Information Man Show. His birthday was on Thursday. We still playing the birthday song today. At the end of the live stream, we're going to do the birthday song for Information Man Show. So wish him a happy belated birthday. We love you. And happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed your day. Thomas said, I'm still loving your platform, Lady Luck and Honor. I truly love the way you two expose Umar panhandling behind his act. And I'm going to keep doing it. Redbone and Oxtail. I saw Marianne's video. I was right about those damn dolls. Exactly. We said that, Caramel. Didn't we say that yesterday? We was watching these videos day before yesterday on Thursday. We said that. We said, this is so demonic. Yeah, it was so demonic. I just found out Redbone was sharing. Mary Ann only said Redbone was there. Okay. So the lady that, this is at the beginning. She's wearing a multicolored shirt. And they're sisters. So here's the lady here. This is the lady right here with this multicolored button-down shirt. Look like she got twisted braids or something. This is one of the sisters that he's laying up with. She has a sister on her dad's side that he's messing with as well. And for some reason, these two thunkheads are okay with that. As if there aren't other men on earth. I don't get it. So they would rather have a jobless bum than to just find their own, like, get with another man. You can't make this up. Y'all, this is so crazy. And maybe this is how Umar is, of course, if he doesn't have a job, how do you think he's getting money to buy clothes and shoes and all this other stuff? These women got to be giving him money. They got to. They got to be taking care of him. Because think about it. He has nowhere to live. He doesn't even have a car. And if he gets a rental car, they're probably getting it for him. And these women are sisters. I thank God my older sister and I don't have the same taste in men. My younger sister is LGBTQ. So my older sister and I, we would never date the same men. Never. We don't have the same taste. But these two are messing with the same dude. And this is the lady right here. You can't make this up, y'all. I had to play that video. We're going to go back to Marianne. I had to play that video because I had to see who she talking about. Because I can't believe that you have two sisters that sound like they don't really talk to each other. They can't. Unless they are trying to be sister wives. And they don't care that they're messing with the same dude. It's nasty. That's so nasty. STDs are real, people. STDs are real. HIV/AIDS still real. It's still real. And incurable. Medications only treat the symptoms. Keeps you from, having a full-blown AIDS diagnosis. But it's still real. You can't make this up.
That's a conscious name. I don't know. Like, that wasn't his birth name.
No
I
attraction
was born
for Umar.
Marianne.
Umar's the disgusting.
I'm keeping Marianne.
Oh,
okay, so back to that Sulema. Everybody know Dr. Umar was dating Sulema.
Oh my God.
Dark-skinned Sulema. Beautiful sister. They're both sister. They both have the same father, different mother. Same father, but different mother. They're both conscious sisters. They're both very active in the community. But everybody know the dark-skinned one was, romantically connected with Dr. Umar. Now, this made a big ripple throughout the community. Umar turned around and slept with Redbone Sulema, which these girls are sisters. And Lord and behold, I'm looking at this video on Honor, and she's in the video, front row and center. Redbone Sulema, like Becky with the good hair. Now,
wow.
Maybe she forgave, maybe. What I don't understand is like I don't understand. Like, they're saying, well, Umar's making the community look bad. No, some of y'all making the community look real goofy. And I'm like,
yes, the women are too. Okay, so because I just don't get it. You have, unless they are either willing to be in a polygamous relationship with him and they don't care, or they don't talk to each other at all. Because if they cared about themselves just a little bit, they would not be okay with either one of them sleeping with the same man at the same time. So if he can't get headway with one, he goes to the other. And then when the other is done with them, or she's tired or whatever, then he goes back to the other one. And the women are letting him do this. That girl is letting him, the red bone, whomever she's talking about, letting him do that. So they kiss and made up. And he could probably have the itchy scratchies.
What I don't understand is like, Like, I don't understand. Like, they're saying, oh, Umar's making the community look bad. No, some of y'all making the community look real goofy. And I'm like, wow. Slept with one sister and the other sister. The thing made a big commotion in the community. She was going from community to saying how Umar slept with her sister and the red one, the light one, sitting right there with the good hair. Sitting right there. I identified her clearly in the video, sitting right there.
So the other one was mad about it and cut him off. And then he goes back to the light skin one, the Becky with the good hair. Am I understanding that correctly? Y'all, this is so crazy. Umar is disgusting. Umar, did you have any of these women put their thumbs in your butthole?
Slept with the sister and the red one, the light one, sitting right there with the good hair. Sitting right there. I identified her clearly in the video, sitting right there. And I'm like, good God Almighty, what is going on? What is going on, family? Just a mess. This thing has gotten so messy. Messy. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. So he didn't show up. He didn't show up. Probably health issue. Who knows? Or he probably scared to come to Ohio. He probably thought, well, Marianne crazy enough. She gonna show up. You darn Skippy, I'm gonna show up. You darn Skippy, I'm gonna show up. You come to my state, I'm showing up. I don't care what corner in Ohio, I'm showing up. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And make sure you live stream it, Marianne Lorient. Live stream it so we can all see it as it goes down. Don't let him tell you can't have a phone. Tell him to kick rocks.
And I'm going to ask a hard question. Not one person asked him a hard question. Nobody said, well, Doc, what is the status of FDMG? Doc, what is the status of the money? Doc, can you give us a ballpark? We're not saying you could give us an exact date. Give us a ballpark. When do you think this school is going to be up and running?
Umar, when do you plan on getting black mold treated from the schools? Umar, why are all the building permits expired? Umar, can you show one proof of a contract that you've had with a vendor to do anything in those bandos? Umar, why did you tell Father Baba Yaga, Father Moses, Father Christmas, that you only planned on opening the smaller school and then was going to see how it goes before you opened the bigger school? Because that's in a whole video on Lady Luck Club's channel. Umar, why are you running around here talking to Nick Cannon and you didn't ask him for any money? We can do this all day.
This is this man vision. This is what this man's been collecting money every corner in the United States, and nobody had a question. Y'all want to stand and talk about your little sneakers, you decorate your little dollhouse, your little this, your little that. Like, come on, fam. What are we doing? What are we doing? Stuff. This man is playing in our face. Elder COVID, and yeah, give me a minute. I'm talking to the conscious community. That elder called him 4 times. He did not answer. He did not answer. 4 times. Disrespectful.
Cher, you've done it. You got comment of the day. Cher got comment of the day. I promise y'all. The real host of Umar County. Oh, you won. You won a comment of the day, Cher. Oh my God. These women don't care. They don't care. Umar controlling the whole narrative. He got women at his disposal. He said, I got hoes in every area code. Oh my God. Let me play this video. I'm just laughing my ass.
Ismael. Ismael made a comment to Elder Kobe. You know what he says? Well, have somebody send him some naked pic. You see how quick he responds. This is the reputation you have within the community. Everybody know you have no morals, no value. 4 times the elder reached out and
Would
no
ya?
response. Let that man go to voicemail. But when he needed that money
Hey, Beth, this is
for transportation, he knew the
Marianne Lorient. She's an independent filmmaker. She also has her own YouTube channel now, and she did a film called The Awakening, where Umar invoked himself into that film because she didn't invite him, but he wanted to be in it to portray himself, and he tore that whole film up. He gave her such a hard time. He had her at the point where she was sitting in a parking lot crying in the car. And then he turned around, tried to threaten her about not releasing the film. And then when she's like, it's my film, I do what I want, he tried to file a slap suit against her for $500,000 and for the rights to the film itself, the intellectual property. So when he realized that it was a slap suit, and I said it was, and said how stupid his attorneys are, then they turned around and reached out to Marianne Lorient for a settlement. They settled with her because they should have never filed that stupid slap suit in the beginning. I called it, y'all. I said that's a slap suit. I said $500,000 and you want the intellectual property, the rights to that film. You're not getting it. You don't have a claim. It wouldn't have upheld in court. It would have been dismissed. So she had to get an attorney. She had to pay a retainer for an attorney for this stupid lawsuit that Umar filed against her. And this is Umar, the same idiot who could not follow through on a lawsuit against Lennon Honor. But he continues to get mad about, Lennon Honor making videos. Because he's not smart enough to actually carry through a lawsuit. Because Umar, you're an idiot. So what ended up happening was once they reached a settlement, Umar had to pay Marianne Lorient $68,600. It should have been more than that, to be honest with you. But this woman has been through a whole upheaval with Umar. And he didn't even have to be in the film. She had already selected an actor to represent him in that film. So he didn't have to be in it at all. He wanted to be in it. And then he tried to change basically the whole film, make last minute changes during the production of the film while they were out actually filming, making dumb demands, throwing tantrums and pouting, and she tried to give him some leeway in it, but I wouldn't have given him anything. I would have told him to kiss my ass and get out my film if you don't like it. Bottom line, that's it. And it wouldn't have even been hard for me, because if she already has someone selected to play, the film was supposed to be about him, is my understanding. But he wanted to play himself in it. And he just gets in and makes a mockery of it almost. Because everything Umar touches falls apart. Now, don't get me wrong. She should be proud of her film. But he literally gave her a hard time. To the point where she's crying out of frustration. Just for that alone, that's called emotional distress. Oh, he would have had to give me $100,000 just on that. And then she paid over $80,000 for the production costs for the film. And had to make last minute changes because Umar wanted it. So now she's like, listen, Umar can kiss my ass. And I don't blame her. He gave her a hard time. He put her through it. And then the slap suit was just kind of like the icing on the cake. And now she's like, hey, if he comes up in my state, I'm going to be there. You want to be a part of this conscious community? I'm going to be there. You can't keep me away from my community. Umar, 51 years old. And he acts like he controls things. Umar, you control nothing, you clown. You don't run nothing. We're still waiting for proof of life of your mother. You won't even let his siblings see their own mother. Like, that's how disgusting and depraved Umar is. And now we're finding out that he's sleeping with 2 women at the same time that are sisters.
elder's number then. Why are y'all messing with Umar? Umar is disrespecting everybody's face. Umar is vomiting in people's face. Why? Why are y'all doing that? Why? Are we that in need of a savior? What is going on? What is going on?
This is crazy.
If y'all gonna allow him to come in the community, if you guys are gonna allow him to come in, ask the hard question. Because every platform he goes to, no one's asking the hard question. Ask the hard question, especially if you're a repeated donor. Hey, I never receive a receipt.
You can't make this
Hey, what's going on with the repairman in the school? Why aren't you there? Let me tell you something. I got a little studio in East Cleveland, and not East Cleveland, on the east side of Cleveland. When I bought that little property, try to get the studio up and running, I was there every day, family, every day. When they're installing, when I got new window throughout the studio, I was there. New roof, I was there. I was there because I was passionate about this is my base of operation. I don't understand if you're so passionate about FDMG, why you're not there? Why you're not there cleaning the mold of the building? Why are you not there laying the tile, fixing the ceiling, cleaning those dirt? Well, he cleaned the dirty bathroom. Contaminating, cross-contamination, but and then he talks and weeds. Where's your team? At the community, y'all need to ask some questions. Well, who's your team? Show up with your team. Show up with a secretary. Unbelievable, family. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I just wanted to bring you guys this update. Again, on his itinerary, those are engagement that he lists. The meeting that he's going within the community, they're not listed on his itinerary. They're not listed on his itinerary. And then he's picking the spot, weird little spot. Like he'll pick like a little African art gallery. He'll pick like that place he picked. They showed up. They had a little space heater. People was freezing. Nobody could understand why he picked that spot. That's for him to control the narrative. That's for him, like he ain't gonna be put in a position where he's uncomfortable. You're gonna flatter me. You know, we're gonna do it my way.
It's crazy. Yep.
There's a reason he's not in good of health. He's not in good of health. I tell you that right now. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. He's doing brisk walking, and I've heard he curbed his way of eating, which he needs to. He eats.
Hey, John. Yes, she had to do some recasting. So he wanted to play himself, and then she had to change the venue of the home that the movie was being shot in. One of the homes, Umar comes in and it's like, oh, it's not a big, mansion sort of thing. Because he has this grandiose idea of life because he's a narcissist and an idiot. So he wanted her to change the venue of the home that the film was shot in. And then said, I would never have my mother in this small house thing. And she's like, listen, your real mother is bedbound and wheelchair bound. What are we talking about? So the lady that was supposed to be portraying the role of the mother looks nothing like his real mother. 1, 2, is supposed to be bedbound, wheelchair bound. But yet you want her to be in this mansion home that she doesn't live in. You're not depicting realism here. I'm not trying to send out some fairy tale. But in Umar's world, everything is all about him. And, somehow he thinks he's a multi-millionaire and he's got women at his disposal and he lives in a mansion. It's crazy. He put her through the ringer. So, yeah, she had to pay off a couple actresses because he was, trying to make moves on some of the women on set. I really wish she would put out her documentary. They're trying to strong arm her from doing that. She has some behind the scene videos and things that, of course, you're recording. And she was going to turn into a documentary. And she's had even other women come to her and say, thank you for speaking out. Umar's done this to me. Women have come and shared their story about their interactions with Umar. If she decides to do a surviving Umar video, I will be all for it, and there will be nothing he can do about it. Because you can't sit here and say that they're all lying and he's the only one telling the truth. That's not how it works. And his attorneys are stupid. Because they actually think that they can intimidate and threaten people with litigation. They would do nothing but piss off the judge and end up being sanctioned for filing frivolous complaints to the court because you don't like someone else's free speech. So I hope she releases it. I hope she really thinks about that. Might be able to save a couple lives, be able to get a couple women's stories out there, and they can actually get some level of justice. Umar really need to be investigated. That's just how I feel about it. He need to be reported and investigated. Him and his stupid Umar Tardians that run around here thinking that cyber harassment and cyber bullying is not a cyber crime. Now, if around here, if you want to, you're going to find out. I don't play that. That's so crazy. It's crazy. So that's why he had his lawyers contacting her for a settlement. I'm pretty sure that they tried to weasel into that agreement that she couldn't say anything about him. Yeah. Oftentimes when you have those types of settlements, they try to give you an NDA, but there's no NDA because the only NDA will be to not discuss what was discussed in the actual settlement itself, in the mediation. But you can't say you can't talk about him ever again. That's not how this shit works. Then you're intruding and impeding upon her First Amendment rights to free speech. She has a right to talk about him, discuss him, and give her thoughts and opinions about him. So they can't put a kibosh on any and everything she wants to do, especially as an independent filmmaker. It would not be malicious if people are able to tell the truth and they're willing to testify that they're telling the truth. Then who is Umar to say that they're all lying? Everybody's not lying. Umar, 50 women aren't lying on you. At some point, you got multiple people saying the same thing about you. They're not all lying on you. You're just stupid and delusional. But he doesn't have the authority to interfere with her ability to make money as an independent filmmaker either. That's called tortious interference. So he can't interfere on her. Let's say she wants to drop a documentary. This is her way of making money and earning a living. She's an independent filmmaker. Let's say she wants to dip into journalism. Then she could do a docuseries. But it would be an expression of her free speech under the First Amendment. And the accounts that the women give would be their accounts. So for them to make a threat to sue, they would have to sue everybody. And it would not get anywhere in court. You can't just sue people because they made a documentary about you. So while his dumbass lawyers refuse to read laws, they're trying to weaponize litigation to intimidate and silence a critic. That is the epitome of a slap suit. It's the epitome of a frivolous petition filed in bad faith. You don't get to silence people with litigation. That's why we have anti-slap laws in place for a reason. That's what he and his attorneys haven't read and they don't realize. They're idiots. So, yeah, if he tries that nonsense, then they're going to have a hell of a case on their hands. And I, for one, will be doing many, many videos to help Marianne Lorient and her attorneys out with case law. Because they're attorneys, I'm sure they understand. But, yeah, I will do many videos about it. Just to rub it in, Umar. Just because you're a clown and an Oompa Loompa. And no one cares how you feel. So Marianne Lorient is going to stay on his ass, and we're here for it.
Junk food. When he was here the 3 day, I ain't never.
Oh, yeah.
We're providing healthy things. He was
Little
sending
Debbie
from
snack
McDonald's. And I'm like, what? Is he always talking about I'm drinking clean, eating veggie? This man ate so much Wendy and McDonald's was here. I was like, oh my goodness, we're providing you healthy. He ate what we provide, but he was getting his own junk. And then he was eating these little what do you call these?
Little
These
Debbie
little
snack
long
cakes?
things, these little pork sausage.
What?
They come in a plastic. What do you call that?
Jerky?
Oh my God, what do you call that?
Beef jerky?
They're long. They're like a little meat stick. I'm like, oh my goodness, like
Umar eating that meat stick. Umar, you eating the Shango stick? Umar eating the Shango sticks. Umar, sounds like you're eating Shango sticks, buddy. Where are you practicing as you eat these meat sticks? Are you getting some practice in? How does this go for you, Umar? Umar, you can kiss my ass.
Well, family, I just wanted to share that with you
Oh
guys.
my God.
And then those that are
Slim
looking,
Jims.
we're a
There you
part
go.
of the
Thank you.
community. If your community is hosting a Dr. Umar talk, ask the hard question. Ask the hard question.
Oh man.
Okay? Ask. Okay, when's this school gonna open? Will this school open? Give us
I got an answer for you, Marianne. Unfortunately, never. It's a never. He can't even prove that he could hire a contractor to do any work on the school building. So yeah, never. His name's not even on the FDMG LLC registration information. Nothing. Never. It's never gonna open. He never intended on opening them. But I encourage you all to check out the playlist where we go over that Father Baba Yaga interview he did, where he literally said the intention was only to open the smaller school. Even if he were trying to do that, he would have only opened one of the two school buildings and then see how it went and then open the second building because he can't afford to open both. He wouldn't be able to afford it. He can't even present a plan as to how he will pay the teachers and staff and get insurance. It'll never open. I'm just being honest.
transparency on the money. Why haven't you given anybody any receipt?
Single pops.
Ask the hard question, family. Stop. Don't play with this man. He's not respecting anybody's face. Ask the hard question.
Stevie.
And then to everybody, especially to my channel member, don't y'all go order these dolls. These are not decorative dolls.
Thank you.
Listen to me. I say this out of love and I say this out of respect. If you don't understand what that doll is used for, leave it alone.
Thank you.
Now, if you have the knowledge, you understand, please be my guest. And I say that with all due respect, with all due love. Don't order something you understand what you're ordering, family.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll be going live on Sunday. Tonight, I'm just like talking. I'm going to be in a more orderly format. I wanted to, my topic is to compare the modern conscious community now with the old versus new versus old, and to give clarity on how the community operates, how the community started, new versus old.
There you go.
Thank you. See you guys Sunday, 6 p.m.
Yeah, shout out to Marianne Lorient. We're gonna go back to this. This is what she's talking about here. These the demonic dollhouse here. Okay. So we watched this on Thursday. Shout out to Information Man Show on his birthday. And one of the things I said was, these dolls remind me of these nigga dolls from Tales from the Hood. But it's very demonic like. We had somebody in the chat that was trying to dispute me. You don't dispute my opinion. It's not how this works. You don't have to agree. But they're demonic dolls. The end. And I'm not alone in this. And when you have more people saying the same thing, I don't know how else the perception is supposed to be. But that's what it's about. It's about perception. You got this scary ass looking barn house with these weird ass dolls that look like that they can come to life at any time. This is demonic. Let's watch this again, because now that we've discovered that Umar had one of his little girlfriends up in here, it became a lot more interesting.
You're that, Dr. Umar.
To that point, and I'm gonna push this back at you a little bit. All of you, but the princess. I struggle daily with the fact that I'm so popular with the youth and the college students, right? And this is where y'all can help me out, especially your generation. What is the thing I need to do with them to galvanize that energy in a progressive direction that benefits the race? I'm a music producer. When you say you customize tennis shoes, you can turn them into what? What's some of the things you've done with them? I've done Black Barbie.
It'll be Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 to 8:30.
Was that man wearing a gun? Was he wearing an AR? Is my eyes deceiving me? Does he got a gun on? Y'all, this is a gun. Like an AR, AK? Where Manny at? Or Brother Malik? Isn't this a weapon? Can y'all see this? Why am I just not noticing this big ass gun on him? Is he literally wearing an AR or AK? Y'all, this is a semi-automatic. Why is he walking around with that and there's children in there? Did anyone else pick this up? Am I late? Look at this gun.
Yeah, when you say you customize tennis shoes.
Oh my God, that's a gun. That is a gun. Am I the only one to pick this? Did anyone else pick this up? I must be late on this. You can't make this up. That is a gun. Yo, what is that, an AR or AK? I see two. It's like a stand in the front. This is one of these high rifle type guns. Why do they have that? We just saw a child walk into this barn, and this man is standing here with an AR or AK. Which type of gun is this? Is it an AR or AK? Oh my God, I'm just not seeing this. Lennon did. He picked it up too. Oh my God, why am I just not picking this up? We watched this on Thursday. Somebody did say he was armed. Did Umar get attacked at the other meeting? No, he passed out. Now he's walking around paranoid because he knows that he's been taking people's money and people aren't happy about it. He could just give a refund. Umar, you could get a job and give people back their money. Or just turn yourself in to the IRS, you Oompa Loompa. What kind of nonsense is this? Lennon said they were from some black arms club or something. Guess it was his security. This is unnecessary. You got a high-powered rifle. Is this an AR or AK? Can someone tell me what the difference is? Like, because I don't, I'll be honest, I don't know the difference. Is this an AR or AK? I'm not like a big gun person. Automatic rifle is AK is automatic. What is that? This is scaring everyone. Can you imagine this in here with these kids? This is an automatic weapon. Why would you need something like this? A 9mm is just what? Too small to handle? I don't understand. You have kids in this event. And these people are sitting here like, we've been around this idiot. And if he goes off and does something stupid, or Umar gives a command and say, hey, that's an enemy of mine. Won't you take him out? Would this moron be dumb enough to do it? You can't make this up. It's an AR-15. Thank you, Mizette. I was trying to figure out which. I'm not a gun person, but I see a big ass gun. This is an AR-15. What the hell? This thing would be capable of taking every single person out inside this barn. I mean, there is a child that walks in. And this idiot has an AR-15. Umar, you are a stupid thunkhead. And you should not leave the house if you got to walk around with somebody carrying an AR-15. They probably don't even have the license to carry this type of weapon. Somebody alert the DEA. This is a whole complaint to the DEA. There's no way this idiot is licensed to carry this type of weapon. This ain't even about the right to bear arms. This is unnecessary. No one's threatening Umar. You need your ass whooped, but no one's threatening your life, you idiot. You would rather this idiot walk around with an AR-15? You've had Goonie Goon clowns on YouTube talk about how they would SA a woman because you thought that this woman was an enemy of yours. Now you've given someone the ability to walk around you with an AR-15. As simple as Umar thinks, you say something bad about him, all of a sudden you're threatening his life. What's to stop this clown from using this AR on an innocent person simply because Umar doesn't like him? Umar, you would go down with him for many years to come. You would spend the rest of your life in prison. And the rest of humanity would ensure that. You're an idiot, Umar. An AR-15.
You can turn them into what? What's some of the things you've done with them? I've done Blackberry.
It'll be Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 to 8:30. Its location is 211 Providence Road, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Oh my God.
Suite 13. So that's where we'll be. And then we're also online. AfricanMartialArts.com. We do online lessons. So there's
African martial arts, tap in with the brother.
I don't care about that. I care about this idiot walking around with an AR-15. Y'all, look at this child. There's a small child here. Umar, you would go to prison for the rest of your damn life. Do you understand? I cannot believe it. This is Umar treats everybody like an enemy because he doesn't like them. What if he made them a target? You got these Ogunigun morons, these brainless simps that are willing to walk around with AR-15s in the name of Umar Johnson. And for what? When he's unemployed. So guess what? To the kid with the AR-15, Umar would never be able to bail you out of prison. If you would have ever even used that weapon, you would be there forever. You're probably not even licensed to carry that damn thing. Why would you carry it to a small little barn house like this, knowing small children are around? You're just as stupid as Umar. That is absolutely absurd.
The history.
This is the reason why some of us have a cane versus a staff. And you want to be able to walk on both of your twos and use that third for confidence, not because you were crippled. So a lot of us are facing a lot of situations inside the body that's reflecting on the outside. We've seen Blackbird or Blackbird in the cage. What's it called? Blackbird? Blackbird. Yeah.
And once I did that, I awakened to my truth, and I had to realize my mom's truth, my grandma's truth isn't mine. So I had to find out what my truth was, right?
What is this truth? I think I asked this question when we first saw it. What is your truth, bro? Because it can't be supporting somebody walking around with an AR-15 talking about, Barbie doll sneakers and stuff. What is your truth here? No one finds that weird? This dude wearing all black with this cap on to hide his face. Because you don't need to hide your face if what you feel and believe you're doing is right. But no, you hit your face. You want to call yourself a militia with an AR-15 because you're probably not even licensed to carry that damn weapon. And you're an idiot. And if something happens, now you don't want someone coming looking for you. These are the same cowards that would never go to jail willingly. They'll be running around here talking about, I don't abide by the laws of the United States of America, because Moorish American and all. Soft sits. You can't make this up. What is your truth? He never says that.
So I began going into everything with intent. I began changing the way I think.
Suspicious.
Right, really challenging self.
Frontline areas to just take a sheet home. Just do something colorful instead of being on social media tonight before you go to sleep. Okay? So I wanted to let everybody know that I also have some prints made. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm a poet and percussion player. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at The Art of Ebony Diamond.
Curator for the library, author and writer of.
My sister, can you email that video link? Because if you got agents walking around here asking about these types of guns like this, they should be. That kid doesn't look like he's licensed to carry that weapon. And then he got his face covered up. I mean, you make yourself even more suspicious. No one does that. Why in the world would you need an AR-15? A bullet is a bullet. Why would you need this type of weapon for a small barn like this? This is so stupid, Umar. You're an idiot. Umar's an idiot.
Nation of Islam frequently asked questions in the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and husband to the most beautiful woman.
Happy anniversary!
Yeah.
Happy anniversary!
gonna be around tall. I
Prince,
know, right?
talk to the people. Your name, where you from, and what you do.
My name is Samir, and
Probably.
I'm from Richmond, and I make drawings, and I'm an artist, I'm a singer, and I'm a rapper, and I make drawings. Today I was drawing, but like, I wasn't gonna make that much, so like, if y'all still can know, like,
Is he licensed to carry the AR-15? You need proper registration for that type of weapon. It's a semi-automatic. It's automatic. Is he licensed to carry the AR-15? Why would he need an AR-15 for this type of event? Why is that necessary? Yes, it's the same cabin with the niggle dolls. Why is he covering his face if he's licensed? He can't be licensed if he's in Baltimore, because certain states have laws against carrying those type of weapons around. So even if he's licensed to carry out in the open, and are there state laws that says you can't have this weapon at all? What state is this? Virginia's open carry. Is it for AR automatic? Why would he want to cover his face up if he's licensed? That's my thing. Because if something happens, then he's gonna try to run. You know, because coward and all. Why would he cover his face? You don't need to cover your face. You think you're doing something right. Jermaine don't even got real degrees. If you've read his dissertation, you would say that the PCOM need to take that damn degree back that they gave him. Why would he need to cover his face if he's licensed to carry this AR-15 to a barn where there's small children around? Is this in Baltimore? Well, so the young man, it has to be registered in the state you reside in. So the young man resides in Baltimore? He resides in Baltimore? Where's the weapon registered? That would make the difference. What in the hippie Harry Potter? If he's registered in the state that he resides in, let's say if he lives in Maryland, if they have laws against having these types of weapons, he would not have a license. And you can't just go to another state. You have to have some sort of residence, an address to put down when you get a license, when you register to get a license, especially for these types of weapons. Redemption said in Virginia, it is illegal to openly carry an assault weapon under recent legislation, though the specific definition of an assault weapon is complex and includes semi-automatic centerfire rifles with certain features. This is an AR-15. Why would you need to carry that with small children present? Why is that type of weapon needed for an event like this in a barn house with small kids? Why wouldn't he carry? Why would he cover up his face? Now he's scared to carry around a weapon. You don't want nobody to see his face? That's some clown shit. It makes no sense. They ain't there to protect no small kids. You got to be a troll. You're not protecting no small kids with an AR. Get the fuck out of here. That's some clown shit. You can't tell me it's okay to walk around with an AR-15 around small kids in a barn. What's the threat, Umar? You moron. What's the threat? You sending your old Goonie Goons over here, and then let me tell you something. You're not smart enough to keep up. That makes no sense on earth to send someone in a barn like this with an AR-15 and you got small kids in there. And none of those people are a threat to Umar. And Umar, stay your fat ass in a house if you feel like you got to go out and have people walking around with an AR-15. I obviously didn't grow up with guns. You're an idiot. I don't need to grow up with an AR-15. It's stupid. Out of here. That's a dumb comeback. What type of comment is that? You obviously didn't grow up around guns. I don't give a damn. When is an AR-15 needed to protect anybody? Why would that child need to be exposed to that? Moron. The AR-15? But then he got to cover his face because he's a coward. So if something would have happened, I can guarantee you, Umar would not want to be held accountable or responsible or liable for it. And he certainly wouldn't take the fall. And he would never bail that boy out of jail either. Damn shame. Stupid nonsense. An AR-15 in an event like this? Get the F out of here. I'm trying not to cuss. So you're catching me on a good day. Because any other time I would ether your soul, girl.
Like with the militias, because y'all very important, because y'all protect life, right? That's essential function. It's in your face. We here to protect your life. Why isn't there more solidarity amongst the different militias around the country?
It has a lot to do with what he said, but it's also.
Let me help you out. You're saying he's not the one with the gun. Let me help you out. He's the one there that's co-signing off on this event. He could easily tell that boy, put that gun up and go take it back to your car. But he's not. You know why? Because he wants this kid walking around with an AR-15. You're sitting here trying to justify it and saying, I didn't grow up around guns, like that's supposed to make this better, when it doesn't. It just sounds like nonsense and gibberish. Like you're just throwing out comments just for the sake of it. It doesn't reveal anything any better. It reveals your intellect. There's no justifiable reason for this kid to be walking around with an AR-15 around small children in a barn. I don't care. He would be just as culpable if that kid did something, because that kid is there with that AR-15 at the behest of Umar to protect, allegedly, Umar Johnson. So yes, he would be just as culpable. If nothing else, I'll be sure to explain why he's being charged as a co-conspirator if anything were to happen, so you can understand. What are you talking about? What does that mean? I don't care what militia it is. I don't give a damn. An AR-15 is not needed for something like this. If Umar feels like he's not safe, even if the young man is licensed to carry, why does he need an AR-15? Is a 9mm not enough? Do you understand that? Or are you stuck at what part are you stuck and confused at with this comment? An AR-15 is unnecessary. What part do you not understand with that? An AR-15 is not needed. You don't even have Secret Service walking around with those types of weapons. Thank you. You know why? Because they understand the art of being able to provide protection services. They learn how to fight and defend themselves. They understand that there are other ways in defense too. They don't have to carry AR-15s and then cover up their face. It's unnecessary. Why the fuck would he need a militia around him? That's stupid. It's absolutely dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. And for you to try to justify it shows your intellect. F out of here.
People, we don't like to come together.
No, we don't.
We don't even support each other. So to support each other, to help each other,
yes, he would.
We got to figure that part out.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can have an organization over here and an organization over here. My belief is this: if my delivery and my gift to y'all, and we all supposed to be in cahoots on the same thing. If I believe in love, peace, prosperity, and abundance for my people, and this organization over here do too, we should be able to come to the table and sit down and communicate what we need to do for our people.
Here you're successful women, right? The problem is, in this conversation we have with
This
y'all
has
about
been a
women,
nice round table talk.
as grassrootsy as you
No
ladies
one's
are,
saying anything of substance.
you're still being influenced to some extent by that class.
It was wooden. It was
Dog collection. Look at that.
Okay, now you say what? You talking about the staff?
Ooh.
Demonic nonsense. This is why she's making these sounds like it's Halloween. If the intent is for it to not be scary and it's supposed to be a museum of some sort, why are there no lighting and adequate heat in here? I saw a heater. Why open up if you can't even provide proper lighting? You know, Umar being there and all, when it's supposed to actually help bring in more revenue to spruce up the place. These nickel dolls or something else, y'all.
Cold.
Flag itself is what? Wait a minute.
Marianne told you all to order
So
these dolls.
cute. This is just in August. We looked at Dr. Umar doll.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the Snow
Oh my
Bunny
God.
doll is crazy. The Snow Bunny doll is absolutely insane. Who does the Snow Bunny doll represent? Why is that necessary again? I'm just asking a question here. I mean, if he doesn't like snow bunnies, why would the Snow Bunny doll right next to him? They didn't even put a black queen next to him. They put the Snow Bunny next to Umar. Make that make sense? You can't even call this a niglet dog. It's a Snow Bunny.
Crazy. Oh my
My
God.
collection. I got this shit in advance.
Oh God. Yeah, this is insane. I'm floored at the I'm floored. I'm floored. I mean, do y'all want to still watch this video? He said, I'm stuck in this AR-15 thing. Like that was a good idea. No, you talking about you got, and you know, to the troll. Let me explain something to you. When you have grown men saying that they're willing to essay a woman on behalf of Umar because they thought that woman was an enemy. A content creator was willing to sexually assault a woman because Umar considered her to be an enemy. What the hell makes you think that this kid would not use an AR-15 because Umar said so? You can't make this up. You're asking stupid questions that you already know the answer to. It's disgusting. This is what a content creator said who doesn't even know the individual. Umar considers some female to be a woman. I mean, to be an enemy. And a content creator was saying that he would, in a court document, it's in court documents, that they were willing to SA that woman because she was criticizing Umar. And you're asking if this kid would use an AR-15 on behalf at the behest of Umar? Yes, he would. Because those are the type of brainless sheeple cult members that he keeps around him. Yes, he would do that. And then would expect Umar to bail him out of jail. It would never happen. You're asking me a dumb question. Oh my God.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
Collection. I got this shit in advance.
Yo, we got the other video because you can't make this stuff up.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. It's the Prince. We hanging out with the Nat Turner family, and I'm here with baby Ifa Tunde.
One of y'all said Nat Turner was very pissed off about this. That's not an assumption. It's in court documents. You need to read. What was the content creator was Poetic Flacco. Poetic Flacco stated in a video, which is an exhibit in court documents, that he would SA a particular female. What's her name? Anti-Svengalis. That he would SA her in the name of Umar because she was speaking out against Umar. That is in court documents. I don't have to make that is so vile and disgusting to just make up. We read that court document. It's the Archibald V. Johnson court doc. He said that in a video. In a video that landed as an exhibit in court documents. So to ask if you really keep up with Umar, that if this boy was asked to shoot someone with that AR-15, if he would actually do it, yes, because those are the Ogoni goons that Umar keeps around him. Brainless cult followers. All they do is just reiterate and regurgitate the dumb shit that comes out of his mouth. Of course he would do that. Jim Boy Flock on top of the Hood's cousin. Yeah, it's true. It's in court documents. Look in the Archibald v. Johnson lawsuit. It is an exhibit. The video timestamped as an exhibit in the court doc. He said that he would essay anti-spagalis, anti-Afro spagalis, because she was speaking about Umar in a negative way, because words hurt Umar's feelings. I've read that in the court. We went over that lawsuit. This is why I go over lawsuits too, because you just can't make this stuff up. Craziness. You asking a question like that. That's not an assumption. That's in court documents. So come again. I told you, you can't, on your best day, in my words, you can't out debate me, girl, no matter how hard you want to try. You're not going to win that debate here. This is insane. And now he's sitting here worshiping a doll. Look at this nonsense.
Y'all said I had a secret son? Y'all said I had a secret son?
Yeah, because he won't claim his own
secret
children.
Son. Oh, yes. Make sure you get your Dr. Umar doll. That's right. You can get it right here. Nat Turnerland. Check him out. He almost as tall as I am. This is baby Ifa Tunde. You got to go to
Freedom Culture Doll.
Funny how he would claim a doll, but not his own children that are actual, warm-blooded human beings. Yeah. Because they're not boys, I guess. See, this is how much Umar despises women. He won't even claim his daughters that he helped to procreate. Can't even say how he's helping to take care of them or raise them. He's not fighting hard to be in their lives. I don't care what anyone says. If he was a good father, they probably wouldn't have a problem with him being a part of their life. But he's not that. He chooses not to be. At the end of the day, he's willing to have people go after critics on YouTube harder than he goes after the pursuit of being in his children's life. And a judge ordered him to supervise visitation. Why would that happen, Umar? But yet he'll claim this doll, though. This demonic Niglet doll.
FreedomCultureDollsMuseum.com. FreedomCultureDollsMuseum.com. You know what?
You can't make this up.
I'm live, Sister Edge. Talk to him.
Peace and love, soul family. I'm super excited to be here on 11/11 and all this ancestral energy. Here with my husband, here with Dr. Umar, here with our
this is ancestral energy
family at the grand opening of our Freedom Culture Dolls Museum. Yes, super hyped, super excited. So thankful to honor Dr. Umar with the reflection of him.
Look at his shoes. He even got on the brown Nikes. Okay. The same blue jeans. His a little tighter than mine, though. I sag in the back. But you know.
Yeah,
how can they reach you, Sister Edge, if they want to dial?
Oh my God. FreedomCultureDolls.com.
FreedomCultureDolls.com.
And you can get me, and you can get a doll made in reflection.
You can get a doll made like you. You want your own doll. Yes. Ladies, if you want a Dr. Papa doll, Freedom Culture Home, Freedom Culture Dolls.com. No, museum.
Yeah, because he wants to be an intellectual scholar, and yet he can't say the word doll. D-O-L-L. He's saying dial. Just like he says toilets and not toilets. Is it issues with the letter O, Umar? Or are you not able to round your mouth? Is that a problem? But he'll round it off for a Slim Jim.
Gross. I got two of them.
Okay, FreedomCultureDollsMuseum.com and FreedomCultureDolls.com. So make sure y'all get y'all that Dr. Umar doll. Y'all feels me? We got one coming out with me and Suki Hana too. It's going to be the couple. I'm joking. Cut it out. I'm joking. All right. Make some noise, y'all. It's Nat Turner. 194 years. We celebrating. Virginia. One love.
Wait a minute. Did he just show the other girlfriend?
94 years. We celebrate.
What? Where the lady go with the multicolored shirt that he's sleeping around with? Her and her sister. Y'all see her? Is she still here? Yo, so for the ones that came in late, what's going on, Wolves? Yeah, we were watching these videos again because we saw Marianne's video, and then she was telling us the juicy details about how Umar was sleeping around with two sisters. They're sisters through their father. They have the same father, different mothers. And one of them was at this event. She had on a multicolored shirt, light skin. I think she called it red bone or something like that. And the other, I guess, got upset, found out about it, and told everybody in the conscious community. So what does Umar do? He goes to the other sister. And now she's still with him. You can't make this up. I mean, for nothing else, why do they not see this as disgusting and perverse to sit here and be with the same man? Why is the other sister okay with him dipping and sticking in his shango, sticking everybody, including her sister? It's disgusting.
We got one coming out with me and Sukihana too. It's going to be the couple. I'm joking. Cut it out. I'm joking. All right.
He ain't joking.
Make some noise, y'all. This Nat Turner, 194 years. We celebrating. Virginia.
Is she still there?
One love. All right.
Oh.
As long as they got a lot.
Y'all. All right. That's the whole video, y'all, sister wives. Look, we're going to end this out with, because we're on over 2 hours, y'all. And I have the live I got to do for Candace Owens. So we're going to end this out with the birthday song for Information Man Show. But before we do, let's get to the supers over here and the comment of the day. Shout out to Ginger for the $10 super. Amen, Lady Luck. You are not a struggle streamer. People need to speak that into their existence. We all have abundance. I will not let Umar speak any struggle, anything over my life. Him and the devil are both a lie. And all these nigglet demon dolls as well. This is obviously what he seems to idolize for some reason. This is demonic, you all. Do not buy those dolls. I just thought I wanted to, put that out there again. And no, the dude there with the AR-15 does not have to be there with an AR-15. And yes, I do believe, because Umar has had Goonie Goons pull up on people's houses, cyber harass people on YouTube, and another content creator state that he would have SA'd a woman because she was speaking out against Umar. And it is in court documents. So yes, I think the average reasonable person, along with myself, would safely assume and deduce that if Umar wanted that kid with the AR-15 to utilize it on someone, because Umar is saying this person is a danger to my life and a threat, can you please shoot them? That boy would do it. My question is, why does he need to cover his face? I mean, if you're going to be a militia for Umar Johnson, who can't even afford to pay bills or get his own place, let alone pay this kid to walk around with an AR-15. Why would you need to cover your face to do that? That's some coward stuff. Why cover your face? There were children at this barn. And yet there was a man there, just like a militia, looking as if he's a member of, commissioned police or law enforcement. So he could be impersonating with an AR-15. I could do this all day, Maddie. I can easily say, looking at him, which is what the law defines it to be, to the average person, one would assume that he's a member of law enforcement. So that would be impersonation. You want me to keep going? Because I can. He was like a member of law enforcement. I think he's ICE. There you go. He thinks he's ICE. So he's purported himself to be a federal agent. Yeah. Okay. We can all go there. So yes, I do believe he will pull the trigger if Umar told him to. Absolutely. Yep. And I believe he's impersonating. Yep. We can keep going. Ciao, boo. So thank you so much for the $10 super. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a member, Rosetta. I appreciate you. That's an awesome, absolute blessing. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Glad I found your channel and blessings to you. Thank you so much. Right back at you, honey. Cheryl said, real hoes of Umar County. Y'all, comment of the day right here. Real hoes of Umar County. Yeah, because why would two sisters be okay with sleeping with Umar at the same time unless they're trying to be sisters' wives? I mean, this has got to be a horrible representation of the conscious community for two sisters to be okay with, or two women in general, to be okay with being with Umar at the same time when he does not have anything to offer. Umar, you are unemployed. You don't even have a home to bring in two women to take care of them, to support them financially. You have no money. You have nothing of substance to offer anybody. You're loud and wrong. You run your mouth, and you have Ogoni goons saying dumb things all over social media because reasons. You're not that smart. I told you on your best day and my worst, you can't out debate me, Umar. Sounds like you is Maddie in my chat. Still being an idiot. All right, shout out to you, Paul, for the $2 pound sticker. Shango Stick Sisters Edition. Oh, that's epic, y'all. While Umar's chowing down on Slim Jims, because sticks of meat. Umar, what the hell you doing at Hyde Park again? Hiding out in Hyde Park? Now you scared to sit here and do an event? What a clown he is. Shout out to you, Paul. I appreciate it. £2. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Ginger with the $10 super again. Thank you so much. You can tell Mary Ann and Lady Luck are real journalists. They ask all the right questions back to back without hesitation. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ginger Spice. I appreciate it. And part of that, journalism includes research and reading. So when we're going over lawsuits, like Archibald v. Johnson, and we're seeing that Umar is able to get the Umar Tardians, his cult members, to actually say that they're going to essay someone because Umar considers them to be an enemy, or that he's able to weaponize people to go to people's homes as if the police couldn't just show up and shoot their asses. Or they expect these people to not defend their turf. You're talking about a cult. And yet, people aren't supposed to say if a man is dressed in an AR-15 with militia on, impersonating law enforcement or an agent of some sort, that if Umar told him to shoot someone, he wouldn't do it. You out of your mind. That's all he's been able to do is utilize these Ogoni goons to actually intimidate and threaten people and harass people. And it's all over court documents. I don't play around with that shit. Umar, that doesn't work over here. You have no power in the Lady Luck Club. None. And I see fit to ensure that you're reminded of that. So you F around with me, you will find out. Your little old Goonie Goon cult members, they're not that smart. If nothing else, they tell on you even the more. You would think he would tell them to shut up. No. Too much like right. Oh, good Lord. Thank you so much. I take that. It warms my heart. I take that as a compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Ginger, for the $10 super. User 225. What's going on for the $1.99 super? Thank you. Can black mold eventually cause building collapse? I think it would eventually, start to erode on the materials used to build up the foundation. It definitely would tear up some wood in a minute. It could cause wood rot. Now, the concrete, that would be a better question for Brother Malik as far as the damage it would definitely do, black mold would do to, let's say, concrete and other materials, like, porous lime type material like that. If anyone knows, please answer, and let them know if black mold would actually deteriorate the actual foundation of a building made out of concrete. It will cause wood rot. The AR is definitely giving Jim Jones vibes. Exactly. Jim Jones, it was a cult leader who had, guns that they weren't supposed to lawfully have in another country. They went to South America. And had these same type of, weapons back in the 70s. Same type of weapons. And over 500 people lost their lives because he refused to let them go. And the ones that did escape were just lucky to escape the way they did. Let's see. Wolf said mold, not really. Not concrete. That stuff is meant to survive gunfire and artillery shells. Yeah, I kind of figured now wood, it would cause some wood rot. But yeah, it's hard to imagine black mold deteriorating concrete material. So shout out to Wolves for helping to answer that question. And of course, we got a $50 super from New Sticks. Thank you. What a blessing. As one of the owners of Cultural Communications, Umar is squeezing the last dollar out of people who would attend lectures based on the degree or specialty of the speaker. His attendees are people who aren't productive, just low IQ racists. Shout out to New Sticks. Oh, yeah, because, we just experienced one in the chat, right? Oh, Maddie, I'm going to need you to read that lawsuit, girl. This is the epitome of that. And then it goes to the young man that was talking about finding his truth and all this other truth. But what was that truth that he so-called discovered? He never really touched on that. The truth of something spiritually related, or the truth of me, realizing I needed to go back to college, or, get a trade, have my own business. The truth of me realizing that a functional family unit is, two parents in a home that's there for their children. Like, what was his truth that he so-called realizing? I ask that every single time. It's so crazy. Shout out to New Sticks for the $50 super. That is an absolute blessing. Won't God do it? We over exceeded our goal as well. Thank you so much for the support. It will go back towards the channel. You cannot make this up. Thank you so much. Y'all, we got to celebrate a birthday. Information Man Show. We're going to end this out on you, buddy, because we love you so much, y'all. So the birthday song that we play here in the Lady Luck Club, I absolutely, love this song. And this, to me, is just one of my favorites. So everybody gets this on the way out. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, okay? Hit the like button. Show some love. Go over there and show some love to Information Man Show. Check out his great content. And say that Lady Luck Club sent me over here. And subscribe if you enjoy it. So we're ending it out on this birthday song. Shout out to you, Information Man Show. Let's go.